My name is Jason Barnhart.
My name is Kristen Rigg.
Carl Walker.
Carl Walker.
My name is Rachel Williams.
Ever since I was younger, I've had this dream about playing college sports. When you're young, you look up and you see North Carolina playing Duke, Indiana playing Purdue, all the great rivalries, and all the great teams playing on TV, and you're just like, I want to be that one day. I want to play at that level. And to me, it didn't really matter if it was Division I, Division II, NCCAA. I just wanted to play basketball.
When I was growing up, I got to watch my brother, and he was a college athlete. My mom was a college athlete. My dad was a college athlete. It was always just something that was in my family, and it was something that I wanted to pursue. And luckily, God opened the door for me to pursue college athletics, and it's something I have just taken hold of and really have owned it, and I love it.
Well, I think that's just something innately in every child, is that you want to play college sports, like you want to go to that next level, but I didn't think it was something I could really attain to. And when I started looking at colleges, that was not like my requirement for coming. Then the coach contacted me and asked if I wanted to come try out. And so when all that just kind of fell into place and the Lord just opened up all these doors, I was like, okay, like if I can play soccer.
I played soccer ever since I was a little kid. I loved playing it. Started when I was about 5 years old and grew in my love for the game because I inherited it from my dad. He really instilled in me a love for the game, and so played in high school, played on travel teams in high school, traveled around the Southeast, Georgia, Tennessee, North Carolina, and ultimately wanted to continue playing and playing at the next level, and the next level for me was college soccer.
I've always been competitive, I've always been an athlete, and there's something about college sports that just gets you hooked. And it isn't so much about going far and going professionally, but it's the team that I'm on now, it's the girls I get to compete with now, and I have memories that will honestly last me a lifetime, so I don't feel like I need to go on. But you also get the opportunity to then invest in younger girls when you play college sports, and so I won't be going pro, but at least I'll be able to help other girls fulfill their dreams as well.
Well, my motivation for playing on this team is much more than the game. I mean, I love the game, don't get me wrong, but all the time and all like the pain is not really worth it just to go pro. Like that is not my focus. But I do play because I love the people, I love my coach, I love my teammates, and I love the opportunity and the platform it brings to reach other people. And I'm really just hoping that it will open the doors if I do missions, that I can use soccer as a way to reach other people for the Lord.
At this point, playing professionally after college isn't really on my radar, but college, you're a full-time student, and then at the same time, you're also a full-time student athlete. So the level of discipline that's required to motivate yourself to do well both on and off the field, in the classroom, on the field, and all the extracurriculars that you're involved in, it's just a different level, and it really prepares you for a lot of important things you're going to face in life.
Being able to play pro, that would just be like a dream come true. Everybody wants to do that. And I know the NBA is like something that's like way out there. Like I know I'm not at that level, but being able to play overseas or something like that, or semi-pro, that would just be a dream come true for me. Spotlights, coverage, I mean, that does matter, yes, but in the same sense, no. If you're able to lead your team, be able to do things, be able to compete with those big teams and such, I feel like you have an opportunity to play just as much as they do. It just depends on how hard you work and the time that you put into your sport.
If you look at our team's overall GPAs from the fall versus spring, so when we're in season, our GPAs are actually better in the fall, and I think it's because soccer, and it motivates you to use your time better.
In season is very difficult academically, primarily because of the time commitment. and then also the mental and physical stress it takes on your body?
There are days where, yes, I feel like it's very hard and it's a little draining at times, but when I look at my grades, I tend to do better in season than I do out of season. I believe that's just because it takes more discipline in season and I have to be more punctual with my time and have better time management than I do out of season, when I tend to slack off a little bit.
It's hard, like when you're on road trips, home games even, it's hard to get assignments in because you have deadlines and you have to do everything way like weeks ahead of time just so you're able to travel. And then at the same time, no, because I feel like basketball is just an outlet for me to go blow off some steam. I know school's hard here, school's hard everywhere, and it's just a place for me I can go to be in a happy place and be able to just spend some time with the guys, you know?
So to cultivate friendships outside of the soccer team or outside of your athletics team, it just becomes very difficult because you have to put in an extra measure of effort to build that relationship. When most other students are building relationships, what you're doing is you're doing your homework or you're doing things that you need to do in order to stay on top of your academics.
It is also very cool because sports gives me a little bit of a platform, and I get to meet a lot of people that will come up to me and be like, hey, you're on the volleyball team. And I'll be like, yeah, what's your name? And I really get to know them, and it's cool to see people from different walks of life that are very different from me. Whether that's a music major, I got to know a couple of them very well and just really appreciate what they get to do. And so they'll come to my games and I'll get to go to their concerts. And I think that's something that's really cool about here in this community as well.
I definitely think it's easier to build relationships with the team because they're just around me all the time. I have to spend time with them every day, nonstop, in the dorms and practice on the road. But I feel like I've made it a point to make friends outside of basketball because basketball only lasts for a certain amount of time. One day I'm gonna have to hang up my shoes and go into a career, have a family, and it's good to have friends that are outside of it just so you can have like a very balanced life.
People are they're very supportive, and they're like, oh, you're on the Bruins team, and so like people are always just very kind, and I love people, and so just being able to get involved in society and my nursing friends, so I would not say that that has really been a hindrance.
I play for the love of the game.
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 I play for the love of the game.